video and visiting my channel. In this video, I wanted to do the end of the year teacher tag that was created by Darren Nakakihara. And it is the end of the year for me. We started in September and we are ending in June. So I have about 3 days left, but today only 5 out of 29 kids came. So that has to do with it being the end of the year and it's also Ramadan. So let's just go ahead and start these questions. What grade do you teach and how long have you taught that grade? I've taught first grade for 1 year. This is my first year teaching first grade. In the past, I've taught 6th grade and 3rd grade. What adjective best describes you as a teacher and why? I feel like the best adjective that describes me as a teacher would be goofy. I am very goofy with my kids. I'm very playful. When I'm up teaching, I want it to be fun for myself and for my kids. And it also helps me to be goofy because I create a community, a family within the classroom where they feel like they can come and talk to me about anything. So when I'm teaching, I'm singing, I'm dancing, I'm calling on you, I'm using you physically for the lesson. Like, we just have fun. Think of a lesson from this year that you're especially proud of and what made it so special. For me, the lessons that I feel are the most valuable, were the most valuable this year were our social studies lessons. Even with first grade, the discussions were amazing. Sorry, I had to turn off the air, and our air sounds very really loud. So if you can hear me for the first few minutes of this video, I apologize. But the lesson that I feel was the most interesting were our social studies lessons. We talked about culture and traditions, and because they're Arabic, they knew that they had things to teach me. They're first graders and they know lots of things. I don't like when people think that just because it's elementary school, all we do is color. We had some great class discussions where they were telling me about weddings and funerals and what they do for holidays and their favorite things to eat, and Sheikh Zayed and the people that are heroes. We just had some really great discussions. One recent social studies lesson was about heroes. And most of our social studies lessons this year had a class discussion component just because the textbook was not usable for our school. And that's based off a decision made by the Ministry of Education. So I made the social studies lessons myself, and that was the only course that I was not able to use a textbook, which I loved, okay? So we were just in there chopping it up, doing some activities. It was nice, I loved it. That's how I work. And we were talking about heroes. What is the difference between a fake and a real hero? I showed them some real heroes. One little boy, and I will put, hopefully I can find the link to the video. One little boy puts on a superhero cape and he goes out handing food to the homeless. And I think that his slogan is, don't forget to love or remember love or something like that. They loved it, but they were so confused by it. And I said, do you think that he's a real hero or a fake hero? And they, of course, they said, he's a fake hero, he's not real, he's not Spider-Man, he's not, Iron Man. So I, questioned them and finally got them to realize the fact that if you help someone that's in need, then you are a hero. And that night, I get on Facebook and I see that one of my kids is handing out food to what they told me was fukurat. And of course it was organized, an organized volunteer service, but she was with older kids. So she told me that she reached out to her cousin who was supposed to be doing the volunteer work, and they allowed her to come, being a first grader. So it's just nice. She said, I wanted to do something like that little boy. It's nice to see that you teach a lesson and they actually get it. So yeah, social studies lessons. I know I went on and on, I'm rambling, but I just loved our social studies discussions because they realized early on that they had so much to teach me, and it gave them a powerful position in the classroom. Tell us about a student that you think you'll likely remember forever. I will forever remember Janae. She's from my second year of teaching. I love that little girl. In a traditional school setting, Janae would be labeled as being naughty, as being bad, and it's not true. It's not an accurate depiction of what that girl is and what that child is. She is so much more. She's so determined, so strong-willed, and just so confident. Like, you can't tell Janae anything, okay? And that does not mean that she's a bad child. That means that she's going to be something so great, because when Janae knows something, she knows it to be true. That's all it takes, okay? I think that I will forever remember Janae because she challenged me. She challenged me to be a better teacher. She evoked that passion in me to always be on my toes, you know? And she's just a great child. I told her mom every time I saw her, whatever you're doing, keep doing it, because you are building an unstoppable Black woman. So yeah, Janae. At this point in the year, how do you feel about the teaching profession? The teaching profession, what do I feel about it? I think there's so many negatives to be had about the teaching profession, especially because I'm in it, based on the money that's involved in running a school, the gun violence that's occurring in the US, just many things, you know? But there are many more positives to combat those negatives. And for me, it's the fact that I'm impacting lives. I'm teaching life lessons. I'm giving knowledge, and knowledge is something that you can never take away. So, I feel great. I feel good, okay? How do you keep your job fun and engaging no matter how long you've been teaching? Well, I've only been teaching for 3 years, so I kind of already answered this question. To keep my job fun and engaging, I do things that I want to do. I do things that make me happy. My classroom is my favorite color, which is yellow. It's bright. Yellow is the color of a smile. Not your teeth, but the smile is just, you know, it's yellow. And I sing, I dance. I just always remember that these kids are going to remember me. And how do I want to be remembered? Do I want to be remembered as a grouch? Or do I want to be remembered as, you know, positivity? What has surprised you the most since the school year started? I think the most surprising thing that I've noticed in school this year is that there are still teachers that are teaching for money. And I get it, like, everyone needs a job, but we don't make that much. The teaching profession does not make that much financially. And to see it done in America and then travel across the world to see that people are still taking up space and taking up a job that has such an impact on the future just based off of money is sad. It's heartbreaking. That place could be taken by somebody that cares about the profession, that doesn't waste time, that actually cares about the kids. So that was surprising to me, you know? Social media. Who are your favorite teacher tubers? Teacher grammars and teacher tweeters. Now, I have some teacher grammars, but I just started really like noticing their names and really like being like, hey girl, I like you. One person that has stopped teacher tubing, she does a lot of teacher grammar now, is Teach Like a Girl. I'll forever like her. Teacher tweeters, I don't really know. I don't really follow too many teacher tweeters. And teacher YouTubers, very easy to find. I love Darren Nakakihara. I don't really comment. I just got into commenting and talking back to people once I started my channel. I always felt really weird about that, but I like a lot. So Darren Nakakihara, Too Cool for Middle School, Pocketful of Primary, One Fab Teacher, one fab teacher. Really great stuff, really positive vibes that I get from them. Who would your dream teacher collaboration be with? My dream teacher collaboration. I think that my dream teacher collaboration would be with my grandma. My grandma is nuts, okay?
It's strong. You gotta waft it.
This one sort. Yeah. Oh, thank you, F. You don't make me blink out.
Grandma.
And she has told me that she used to be a substitute back in the day. Way back in the days. I would let her handle all the classroom management so I could handle all of the fun, engaging, and growth aspects that occur in the classroom. But my grandma is just a handful, okay? So I would love to see her in the classroom. And what is the last thing you took a picture of? Show us. So let me see. I have a video. I'm just gonna show you the screenshot of the video. Hopefully I won't get the little faces in it. But we were playing a rhyming game where it's just pictures and I told them what the name of the picture was and they had to pick the little picture. Alright. So yeah, that was my last picture or video that I've taken. They have a lot of fun doing that one. Sing the last song you listened to. Robos casca. If nobody you, then tell me who. Then go something. Nobody messing with my boo. Robos casca. If nobody you, then tell me who. Robos casca. Nobody messing with my boo. Yeah, so that's the last song that I sang, that I listened to. I love it. I play it all the time. I got it from Exclusive Point Lady Salon. Complete this sentence. If I weren't a teacher, I would be... If I weren't a teacher, I'd probably be a newscaster. I love the way that they sit and they talk about the news and they report on things that others are experiencing and that they too themselves may be experiencing. And I just love their poise and their elegance and their wardrobe and their hair. So yeah, a newscaster. Who is your teaching hero? Tell them one thing that you really appreciate about them. My first grade teacher was Miss Farmer. And she was a stereotypical teacher. Back in the 90s, you only wore skirts. You were very professional each and every day. And you were very strict. Especially in Alabama, up until maybe 2nd grade, the teachers were able to paddle. She used to take kids outside the classroom and paddle, and that was legal. I never got paddled, but everyone was strict. Okay, that was the classroom management system. I think that she's my hero because she took education seriously. Being in her classroom showed me how serious coming to school every day really was. Like what it actually is. What am I actually doing as a first grader? Why is this so important? That woman taught me how to read. So at a young age, I knew that school was important. I knew that my education was something that she was rewarding me with and gifting me with that no one would be able to take away. So yeah. This has been my end of the year teacher tag. Thank you all so much for watching. Thank you Darren Nakakihara for making this tag. If you liked it, go ahead and click that thumbs up button, share with all of your friends, and subscribe to my channel. Bye!